halftime, and we sit now in the third quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Nelson Aguilar and company getting set to go again on offense now. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they uncover late in a route, or they get open early, but they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. As they run the counter play. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Chandler Jones. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Here's Will Monday now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. They begin the drive with Johnson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. A swift move and then tackled just on the other side of midfield. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Out of the gun now on third down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to third down.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for Arizona. And he'll keep this one away from Sproles as this is angled toward the sideline. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though...
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Marcus Golden in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the veteran Antoine Bethea. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
And that almost makes it a brand new ball game. Now it's a 1-score affair after they get the 2.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the 2-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their 2-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one taken from the 7. Oh, little 360. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
Here's Foles. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to the 26. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see, and he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken at his 4. Uses the spin. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Nick Foles gearing up again here to go on offense. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So he's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now. Well, Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. They give him a gain of 37.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter if he needs to make those plays when the legs go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
Touchdown, Eagles. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, and he's got him in the lead. And that makes it a 9-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Elliott now to kick this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll drop to throw. And Gresham's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
That throw has to be a quarterback's dream, doesn't it? Big tight end, curling in the middle of the field, so it's great sight lines for him. And when they show their numbers back to the quarterback, when they sit down right there, that should be pitch and catch.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here's Andy Lee now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Sproles so quick and agile. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Here's a handoff to Sproles to start the drive. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now back to throw. Buying time to his left. This complete left side to Aguilar. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth-quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They run the counter now on first down, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
There's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's 2nd down. He'll look to throw. This one complete to Gresham. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So the chains are on their sides. It's first and goal from the 6. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Second down, the ball on the 2 here, second and goal. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Darren Sproles, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Cardinals getting set to trot out there now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover. The angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, If you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. Caught right side, Gresham. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And this is going to be incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Let's go. Boom, land it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
Now Foles steps away to his left. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Foles eluding the pressure right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it and run time, and he picks up a 1st down.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today. When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the 4th in Cincinnati. And the Bills have now opened up a 2-touchdown lead with Sean McCoy. 2 touchdowns on the ground to help lead the way. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. He was looking for Chad Williams. And now it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Here we go. 3-19.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
What's the old adage, be quick but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got it at the 15. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game.